Hey everybody, my name is Andre. I go by @AndreRiveraArt on social media. My pronouns are he, him, and today I'm going to be playing Raphael, Rafi, Raflesia, Flea. You can just call him Flea. His pronouns are he, him. My pronouns are he, they.
Hi, camera. Hello, camera. I'm Serenity. Click clack snack on the internet. I'm playing Blary Noise. My pronouns are she, Faye, any. Her pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Candace, also known as Candace the Magnificent. You can find me on Blue Sky @theCandaceMarie and @Candace Magnificent everywhere else. And I'm playing Rochelle Ironwood. Her pronouns are she, they. Mine are they, she, and a sprinkle of he.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. She, they pronouns for me, and I'm playing Vesper. She, they pronouns as well. And you can find me as Chrissy on Color on all the fun internet spaces.
Hi, I'm Matt, pronouns he, him. I will be your storyteller today for the first ever recorded game of Duality. Yay! So this is a brand new 2d6 fail-forward system with the idea that no matter what you try to do, you are reasonably successful as long as you don't try to do things like turn off the sun.
Write that down.
Write that down.
Like
Don't
turn off
try
the
to
sun, but what
turn
about
off
fight
sun.
God?
You could fight God.
Can we turn on the sun?
Meow.
Questionable.
Sex.
Today's adventure is called Can Anyone Hear Me? As an important note, Can Anyone Hear Me features themes of hauntings, hearing voices of the dead, natural disasters, and returning from beyond the veil. Voices of the dead can be as familiar as unknown to players as they are comfortable with. Please ensure that if you are watching this, you take care with yourself and care with your players.
Yay.
Yay!
Safety tools.
The safety tools that we have employed are available from Chaotic Wholesome on their Patreon. I think
Ko-Fi.
right now. Ko-Fi. Nailed it. Doing good at this.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. It's a spreadsheet. It all combines in one. It's very private and super easy for the person running the game to use and protects everyone's safety because it goes to the ultimate, whoever has the hardest line in Veil, that's the line that's set for the table. Your ride into town is an easy one. If a bit long, the bus that you're riding moving along at a decent pace. Crackling speakers drone with the hum of the radio, easily drifting in and out of your mind. 300 miles is a long way to travel in a single day. And you perk up a little bit as the driver switches between stations. Hello? A voice pulses in your ears before screeching static rips it away. You look around and see your fellow travelers with similar looks of confusion and concern. A man a few seats ahead jolts upright, shouting, "Gloria!" Before trying to compose his features, you can see bits of spittle lingering at the edge of his mouth, probably from his snore-filled rest. As the music picks up, the driver scanning the radio again, you see everyone settle back into their seats before a wooden sign comes into view that says, "Welcome to Ellenville." And the bus driver announces you'll be stopping for the evening.
Man, that guy is having a bad trip.
You see like a big frizzy head of hair kind of pick up from like laying in the seat. Rochelle has been napping on their backpack this entire time, but that static crackling got them to perk up. And as they kind of come up, their cigarette is like down to an ash just kind of hanging off of their lip. And they're like, guys, excuse me, did you guys hear that? There's obviously something going on. I don't know if there's a ghost in the machine.
Oh, I thought that was just the edibles, but sure.
That would mean that everyone took edibles all at the same time.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. My name's Flea.
Oh, Rochelle.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're on this trip because I didn't bring any extra. Hell yeah. She kind of stretches. You see a medium-height black femme, probably about 5'6", 5'7". They have very big, heavy combat boots on their feet. They're wearing tight, acid wash, dark, like black and gray jeans. and they have an oversized kind of shoulder scoop neck. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. They're wearing an oversized scoop neck top that has an elaborate kind of harness underneath it. Their hair is big and kinky curly. They have a big bow in their hair, very similar to how I do right now. Very heavy goth makeup. And as they kind of tilt forward to give you that fist bump, you see one of their earbuds fall out of their ear. It's like a bright yellow, and their Walkman is at their waist.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You see Flea is this gangly little Latino guy. He's got some like rough scruff all over, but not on the mouth. It's like just patchy as hell. This guy could shave, but just doesn't. He's got some pretty heavy eyes and heavier bloodlines on his actual eyes. He's got a big beanie on that like almost like obscures his actual like eyebrow line.
Mm-hmm.
And this man reeks of weed. Just like as soon as you were like within 50 feet of the bus, it smelled of weed.
You've only had a few complaints.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's a bus. What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think as you all are talking, Vesper's kind of looking forward, very focused, because when all of the distraction happened with the noise, it's someone that was startled stepped forward, and their wallet's kind of hanging out just a bit. And her eyes dead set on it, but startles out of it as you all speak. What? Oh, did somebody say something?
Yeah. There was like some weird audio feedback interference just now, but it seemed like your attention was.
I mean, I heard it. It's just they also heard it, and I was making sure everybody was okay. I think Vesper, like you see a pretty short, probably a little shorter than me, 5'3", 5'4", bigger hair. I want to say that it's probably a lighter shade of brown than my own. Put up in a messy ponytail. I do think the vibrant makeup is still a fit. Brightly colored jacket, big kind of like almost space looking boots. Kind of like, was it Marty McFly? Wait, can I say that? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of like the Back to the Future boots, and layered, brightly colored tops. And I want to say probably has some interesting bright jewelry, like bangle bracelets, things like that. Very, very colorful.
Vesper, as you're checking out James, who is the passenger, who seems quite a bit startled, you do note that he has a small bag that he has been traveling with that he will not put down anywhere.
Ooh.
And it sure would be nice if you could just have it.
Okay.
While you're all kind of just going through this, someone who was sitting like in like a corner of the bus, like against a window, you see a woman who is just exhausted. The hair is short, kind of like she had to just cut it herself to get it out of her face, get it out of the way. Versus everyone else's clothing here, it is very plain. A pair of jeans, a turtleneck, and then just a cover that's been like slapped on. There's no branding, there's nothing specific. It's just utilitarian at best. However, the bag that she has is full and seems to be packed to the extent that she could pack it, so the zippers and the seams could bust at any moment. As she's looking around at everyone who've also all heard this, you see her kind of grab at her necklace under her shirt and pull it out to see a very ornate crucifix in gold that seems to not have tarnishing on it due to most likely the rubbing as she begins to rub it just a tad.
Okay. And you lock eyes with Nathan. And they have been the bane of your existence on this trip. Early 20s, everything is unkempt, untucked polo, and you can see that there used to be some kind of logo that has been cut out of the shirt. As they look at you and they're like, oh, so you do have some flavor.
She's not gonna talk to them.
And he'll just sit back down and just grab his boombox and start scanning through radio stations, competing against the bus's radio.
What's the radio on the bus playing right now?
We'll say some soft rock. And he's going through like pop to heavy metal, anything that he can get to come in.
How loud is it?
The later the day goes, the louder it gets. They seem a little intent on making sure everyone knows that they're on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rochelle looks at him and is like, hey, what, do you need an alibi or something? Is there a reason that you're, like, so extra?
But no, you just gotta have a good time.
Yeah.
You gotta have a good time everywhere you go.
Do you want a good time, man?
Yeah, you gotta... And he'll, like, start rummaging in his pockets and pull out this crumple of money. And just... You got...
Let me see. How much is it total?
It's like $32.
Hell
A
yeah.
bunch of it is in ones.
Yeah. He'll pocket it and be like, yeah, man, I'll give you like 5 milligrams. He like takes this like, it's like a gummy the size of like this chip. It's like a full like cubic inch. And he just like rips a little like shred of it off. He's like, yeah, man, here you go.
You should be more careful about that.
I got $32 out of it, man.
I meant the fact that we're on a bus and it's public. And anyone could...
Hey, is anybody on this bus a narc?
Can I just say, fuck Ronald Reagan and his politics, okay? I don't care.
I'm not saying I agree or disagree. Just...
I dare him to pry my weed out of my cold dead fingers.
Asking for a narc, you see the itinerant 80s white businessman turn around and just be like, ahem, and pull out his big ass Motorola cell phone. It's just like,
Can I make that shock his ear?
yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Rochelle is staring at him. It's clear that they are trying to hold back every word that is just like, it's like a dam. There's a bunch of horrible words that are filling their mouth and their lips are pressed together to hopefully like bite them back as he's pointing emphatically at his cell phone.
Oh, he's dialing.
I think you'll see Vesper go and like point as she's like coughing into her hand, and you'll see just a spark come off that guy's cell phone onto his ear.
And you hear the heavy thump as this phone, which is easily like 4 or 5 pounds, hit the floor of the bus before they pick it back up. And like, all right, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Is Rachel available?
Are we narking here?
No.
Okay.
He does look very serious and goes on, and you can hear, yeah, Rachel, yeah. The boom box, yeah, the boom boxes. And it's just screaming about what she needs to purchase.
So, while fucking Captain Obvious over there is having his conversation, can we please get back to the point? I heard something. There was noise, like a ghost in the machine, and I would really, really, really hope that if there is some kind of supernatural activity, that maybe we could all, figure it out together. I mean, is anyone else into that? Is it just me? I have crystals in my bag if we need them.
Oh, you like talking to dead people?
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Ugh, I got my first Ouija board when I was 5.
My mom's way into this like hippie shit, so
If I could burn incense on this bus right now, we could probably have a seance. It would be so dope. But also, I don't know, maybe...
Do you think any of them would tell me where family members they don't like keep their valuable shit?
That's a good question. Do you have, like, a cousin nobody liked that's dead? It's usually the ones that are vindictive that you should talk to.
Yeah, but does it have to be somebody who's related to me? Because, my family can see me coming.
So wait. I think we're skipping over the fact. We did all hear something.
Yes.
But most of the time when something like that happens, it's typically just interference. Maybe we're near a military station. Maybe there was a different radio frequency that came in. That doesn't necessarily mean that someone's dead.
That's true, but also... I heard this town's a little haunted, so maybe there's, like, lots of ghosts here to find?
is Ellenville like what kind of town was it like established as? Was it like a mining town? Is it like intended to be like a population center?
So Ellenville used to be a forestry business. And it never fully developed. It's not much more than a small town. You know that there are 4 streets roughly besides housing areas. And Blair, you feel this guy like muscling in and be like, I got a lighter if you want to light some incense. We can you hear about them ghosts?
Yeah.
I know all about Ellenville.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you know about Ellenville?
I know you gotta follow the rules. My great uncle said, before he died, he told me every time I visit here I gotta follow the rules.
Rules.
There's a lot of they're safe. They're the good rule. It's not like cop rules because we don't want that shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
This is like I don't want the trees to eat me. Them rules.
It's about like Mother Nature like reclaiming her domain.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But
Yeah.
also,
Except I'm not her domain.
big into fantasy. Are you talking about Ents? Are you saying there's Ents in Ellenville?
You are my favorite.
That
person.
would be cool. Have you ever
Oh my
heard?
god.
Have you ever heard of a Merkling?
A Merkling? She pulls out like a notebook. It's like a little moleskin notebook, but it has a bunch of pages that have obviously been added and things taped inside. It's like really fat and like thick, and like the little rubber band is like stretched to capacity. And she undoes it and puts it in front of her and starts riffling through. No? What is that?
So it's the thing, and it lives in the forest, and it'll get you. And you'll know it's there because it doesn't have a face. I mean, it's got a face because, like, you gotta have a face if you got a shape, but it doesn't have a face.
No face.
No face. And we're already breaking a rule because nothing good happens after dark.
Well, like, where's like the town, like, border?
And as you ask, you see the sign for Ellenville
Oh, there it is.
that says population 512.
That's it?
That's it.
Alright, so a Merkley, you said?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any face.
It's got like this, but not this.
How does it see you to eat you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay, you said rules. If there are rules to this
Yeah.
imaginary game, what are they?
Okay, all right. So we broke the first one
Already?
because no good comes after dark. The second rule is you don't ever leave the trail. Now, nothing takes you off the trail at all.
That's where all the fun happens.
I was gonna ask if there's only one trail. Was this like the Wizard of Oz?
I don't go into the woods, so I don't know, but
So if we go into the woods,
don't leave the trail. And no matter what you hear, the trees definitely didn't say your name. Not a chance. And whatever you do, don't talk back to the trees or look at the trees. Just pretty much pretend you don't see the trees.
But you're surrounded by trees in the forest.
So well, yeah, they're there, but like, don't acknowledge that they're there.
How long is our stop here?
Oh, the bus usually stays overnight.
So we just have to sit it out overnight.
Yeah. I haven't heard that radio shit before, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm just gonna go to sleep. If that's cool.
I mean, do you, man?
Yeah.
What do you have in your Walkman?
It's a mix that I made, custom. It's got a little bit of this band called 9 Inch Nails. And it's got a little bit of Michael Jackson, because, like, I don't know, there's just something about his new album. And then, I don't know, it's got the Sisters of Mercy. And then all of the Lost Boys soundtrack. This is the mid-'80s.
Yeah.
All of the Lost Boys soundtrack. It's undescribable, honestly.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I've got the latest Floyd album. I brought my cassette, but then I forgot my Walkman. So if you want to vibe out to Animals or something,
Yes?
yeah.
Okay, cool. She, like, takes out a larger pair of headphones that look more like the kind you would put, like, plug into, like, a record player, and opens them up and, like, lays them flat, and then pops that into the Walkman and hands it to you so you can put your tape in.
Hell yeah.
Little mood music, you know.
Yeah.
It's better than what frickin' that guy is playing on his boombox.
Ugh, oh my god. I can only hear Run DMC so many times a day.
It's too much.
But it's tricky.
It sure is.
You hear the squeal of the brakes and the hiss of air as the bus comes to a complete stop. And the driver stands up and says, "All right, take your tickets, go to the motor temple, come back in the morning, your ticket gets you your room. Don't start any fires. I'm not having a repeat of last month. Came out of my paycheck. I was very displeased."
Rochelle just slowly, like keeping eye contact with him, slowly puts the incense back in their bag.
What is James doing?
James takes the little bag that he's been carrying and is actively holding it like right here as he gathers up 4 wheeling suitcases.
Can
That's
I...
a lot.
He's got a lot.
I would like to make it seem as if a spider kind of like
Okay.
comes off the seat onto the arm that's holding that bag.
Okay. And
A rather large one.
you see him like gathering up his bag and saying, "Sure." And the bag hits the floor.
I'm gonna try, like, how far away is he from me? Can I grab
We'll say
it?
it slides under a seat, so he's an older gentleman. It's going to take him a minute to get to it.
Rochelle saw earlier that little spark happen and your look of disappointment when the phone worked. And she kind of put it together. She knows that that's probably not possible, but at the same time, the voice in the static is making her think that, like, maybe there's more to it than this. Like, I just got a bunch of really weird rules about this new place. Maybe this is the moment I've always been waiting for. So she stands up and kind of strides over to James and sits in the seat opposite to him, like the little row opposite. Hi, sir. Unfortunately, when you were kind of awoken by that terrifying sound, you screamed the name Gloria. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that? And she kind of perches herself with her pen, like ready to write.
It's like, what?
Is that your wife?
Which was my wife.
Oh, she passed.
You see, yeah, James is an older gentleman in a fully tweed suit with matching fedora. And is just like, yeah, it's been 3 years. I
3
come to visit her
years.
at Ellenville.
She died here?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
happened?
Well, I don't know. So, she got real interested in the church. Gloria's always a very holy woman. And then I went on work trip, and then I came home and they said Gloria was dead. And the house was clean, and I don't...
Your house was clean.
Well, you know, sometimes people are like, you know, you gotta help. A friend needs help, you help them.
Of course.
So I don't know how the house got clean. I don't know how they got in. I don't think we had another key, but they said Gloria is buried at the church, but I haven't seen her grave, so I just go to the church and talk to her or something. You know, you gotta keep it alive.
So there was no body?
I didn't see a body.
As the husband?
Well, I mean, it was like a 6-month trip, and I don't know how... Do you keep bodies that long?
No, but I mean, they'd at least take pictures, right? Like, you work at the hospital. They have a morgue, right? Like, there's always at least a picture for the family.
There's always something.
Taking pictures of dead people?
Well, not me specifically.
Maybe for identification purposes. Don't look at her like that.
Oh, I mean, we were here a long time. They definitely knew who Gloria was. Somebody would have been able to tell.
I think as you start to talk, Blair, Rochelle throws a look over one shoulder at Vesper.
I am currently, as they're speaking, trying to rifle through this man's bag to see if there's anything good to take.
Okay. So, inside this man's bag, you find, bound together, $3,000.
Okay.
4 sets of matching house keys, and 2, like, thick rolled vellum documents. And as you peek, even at the top of it, you can see, of sound mind and body, it's clearly somebody's last will and testament.
Oh.
Feel bad now, don't you?
Okay. I'm gonna take $800.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 1 set of the house keys. You said that the 4 sets were matching, right?
Yep. Quickly peeking, each set has 3 keys on a ring, and they look identical to the next set.
Okay. If I'm given a button to press, I'm gonna press it, and I'm assuming noting the backpack was giving me a button, so I'm pressing the button. I'm gonna take $200 for each of us. She'll share. She's a thief, not an asshole. 1 set of keys. And then I'm gonna put the will back in there because why? I mean, well, I don't know. Is there a secret in the will?
There's 2 pieces of vellum.
Yep. They are both wills.
But it is one Gloria's
but-
and one James?
I was gonna say, if he has 2 wills with him and he's coming back, does he miss his wife? Like, is he planning? Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I also at that age, you just got to get your affairs in order.
You know.
But yeah, I'll leave the wills alone, I think. Do I have enough time to, like, unroll and read real quick?
You can attempt to speed read.
Okay, I would like to attempt a speed read.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Chronicles check.
Okay.
First roll of the game.
Okay.
First roll of the game!
Yeah.
I don't have any in that, so what?
Relatively easy, so you just roll your 2d6. You don't have to add anything.
Okay. So 1 and a 4.
Okay, so on a 5, you have a minor complication. So, you do get to read through the document. You can see it is James's last will and testament. And as you quick scroll through it, you see a lot of the dates are like 10 or 15 years old, depending on where you're looking. And the last addendum was 5 years ago. So the last note is that everything was to be left to Gloria. That is obviously not an option now. And your minor complication is, as you're reading, you hear a set of keys fall out of the bag.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna shove everything back and like grab it and be like, sorry you dropped this.
Oh. Thank you. Are you okay?
Oh my god.
I
I'm
think
so
I
sorry.
have a...
I swallowed my gum.
Rummages through and pulls out this caramel can. I have a candy for you.
Oh, Werther's, just like my grandma has. Thank you. This is delicious.
Can I see how he's doing health-wise? Can I make a medicine check?
Yeah.
That's a 3 plus 3, so 6.
Okay. So 6 is still a minor complication.
That's fine.
Looking him over, he looks really healthy. He looks too healthy for a 70-plus-year-old man. You can see the suit that he's wearing is definitely much older than him. And you get a little creeped out as you're watching and see one of the lines of his crow's feet fade.
Immediately just thumb to her necklace and goes, so 5 years, huh? 5 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. 3 years ago. And you seem to be in great shape. You seem to be doing well.
Why? Yeah, I mean, I take care of myself. You gotta make sure you eat your veggies.
Yeah. Carrots help a lot with the eyes.
I heard that was a myth.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
I'll keep it in mind.
I'm gonna leave this conversation, please.
So are you back in town, like, long term? I presume you used to live here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the old house has, and, I had to go take care of some affairs, but it's time to come home, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's a good time to be home. Don't tell the bus driver, though.
Why?
But so they have a problem. If it would have cost me like $300 to take the bus here, but I'm taking the bus further,
I see.
so I'm just leaving because this was the cheapest ticket. Don't. They're gonna
Skip
make
lagging.
me pay more.
Okay, your secret is safe with me. She kind of throws a glance at the others, like, you didn't promise anything.
Flea's like looking out the window. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Flea.
Uh-huh.
Outside the window, looking at the bus station that you have arrived at, you can see bits of weeds sprouting through all of the concrete, and a single street light is all that lights up this like 30 parking spot bus station. And what used to be an attendance booth is now just bits of crumbled wood with a chair in it, as the person sitting in the chair locks eyes with you before getting up to approach the bus.
Flea waves.
Who are you waving at?
There's a guy in the chair. He's coming to the bus.
By the forest?
Just by the shack, by like the old attendance station.
Oh, so the people here are friendly then? And she looks at James. Is that your experience? Like, they're gonna want to talk to us when we check into our hotel?
They're okay. Don't talk to him though.
That man?
Yeah, don't leave. Carlson needs to go away.
What's wrong with Carlson?
Well, he's not with it, you know?
He's not hip?
He just doesn't get it.
Should I like unwave at him?
You waved at him? He's gonna talk to you for sure now.
I'm gonna unwave.
You all see, and when he says with it, that he's not cool, I think Rochelle, like, makes a scrunched up face and writes in her book, if you look over her shoulder, it says, James, why using slang, ? 70? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah.
I'd like to use my thread.
Okay.
Or excuse me, no, my unique feature. Yep. Cool. Perfect. So, I would like to just when I'm going back to sit down, I go back to my seat to like get away from this, go to grab my stuff, make sure it's all there.
Okay.
Make sure it's all there. And as she sits, she just kind of flicks her hand like this, just to kind of make it look like she's sitting down. But as she does, her red thread of fate, will flicker out, and I'd like to attach it to James.
Okay.
So I can get a read on where he's at and like keep it on him, so I can kind of keep an eye on what's going on with him throughout the night until it's cut, or until because I don't have like a radius on it. It just kind of links us together.
Yeah, and you know that from the past, it'll last between 1 to 2 days unless you do something about it.
Cool. I imagine the other people here would see the because you also all kind of have your own powers and they're kind of sensitive to this. You see that there's now like almost like a cobweb that will just flicker red, like a very thin, fine piece of thread that goes from my hand to like the back of like his belt to hook in.
Yeah, Rochelle seeing that, their face like goes from being kind of scrunched up in deep thought to like a cool, intrigued, like shocked face. As you said, you all have powers. Rochelle has wanted powers her whole life. Like her whole life, she's been searching for something that makes her different or unique or cool. And it's easy to see that in the way that she dresses and the way that she kind of comports herself. So as you kind of use your skill, she just starts scribbling in the book and looking at you, and then finally stops. So, like, no offense. I mean this with all my heart. You seemed like a very, successful adult before when you got on this bus, and that hasn't changed. But also, you're so much more interesting than I thought. I saw your necklace and I was like, we're not going to bother. And now I see the rest of you, and I would like to know more about you. I know that's like not why we're all here, but also that's pretty cool.
I'm not religious.
That's even cooler.
It's when you work in a hospital, you have to look to something.
Oh yeah, like a higher power to give you like that grounding spirit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I know a lot about that, with just like trying to like find your center and having a means of like connecting with the rest of the universe.
Yeah.
That's like really important. That's great. I'm sure it's really heavy though.
I mean, being a resident is a lot. But I do good work. I do good things. It's not as pretty as you think it might be, but I'm just when I get anxious and when I just need something to ground me. But I'm not religious. I just don't want to talk to that guy. And she'll just point to Nathan who was trying to get her attention earlier. I just didn't want to talk to that guy.
And Nathan is just like, I right here, I can hear you.
I don't want to talk to you.
At least like pick a station.
But they're not all playing the song I like.
Right.
Oh.
You just gotta live with it, man.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Nathan, do you live here too?
No.
What?
Here?
Yeah, like what are you coming here to do? And how do you know so much about the town? I know you said like your uncle or grandpa or whoever.
Oh no, that's Anthony. That's Anthony.
Oh.
I'm just the music man.
The music man.
And you see him pull out a business card.
Is that Gene Kelly?
What?
Isn't that a movie?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a musical. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
You like a theater guy?
Shit, do I gotta change my business card?
Oh, that's like your brand, dude?
Yeah, I'm the
You're
music
fucked.
man.
How are they gonna catch you?
What if I get huge, though?
How are they gonna catch you?
Oh. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh.
And you see Nathan grab, like, this grocery bag of D batteries for their boombox and just squeeze past to get off the bus.
What did he do?
Can I do an intuition check on Nathan?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
That's a 2 6s and a 2. That's 14.
shit.
Okay.
Okay.
14 is a major boon. You do note that Nathan has left behind some money. And I mean, you're not hurting for money, but it's not bad. In his abrupt departure, and really, they're just trying to do something. And glancing quick at the business card that Nathan handed to Rochelle, it's really, really shitty graphic design of giant music notes and like 3D word art, Music Man, hire me for events.
Oh, I kind of feel bad now.
Don't. Someone's gonna hire them for their bat mitzvah or their wedding or their reunion. Whatever. I'm sure he has plenty of jobs. Maybe James can hire him for the celebration of life he's gonna do.
You said you were always looking at weird things and want to know more about them.
Yeah.
When you were very graciously going through that bag, it wasn't very gracious, but that's okay.
Oh, I was going to share. Are you opposed
Oh.
to more money? That's fine. We can split between the three of us.
No, I was just saying I did see you, but it's not my business.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would judge. However, I will trade you some of this money for some of that gummy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Big ass gummy. Rips more of like a good tenth of it. If it's
A good chunk.
Yeah.
As you were so judgmentally saying.
Observing. What I was trying to say earlier is there's something wrong with that man, James. It was just a glance, and I'm still a resident, so I'm still learning, but he seemed too healthy. He didn't seem like a 70-year-old. He had more of a body of a younger man, and his clothes were old and worn like they should be, but it didn't match how perfect he seemed. It was almost too perfect. And then when I looked into his eyes, one of his crow's feet just disappeared.
That's fucking gnarly.
Yeah, that's why I left.
Okay, so
Is James now off the bus?
Yeah, James is making his way off, and you see that most of the folks who were aboard have left, with one exception. There's a woman named Amber that's been traveling with you. Amber talks to no one, carries no bags, and wears Amber everything. Clothes, jewelry, glasses, hair accessories. And studies everyone with a minutia of detail. At some point during the trip, you have all caught Amber just eyes locked on you.
because of her crystals, I think that she's gotten like a double take from Rochelle, and then Rochelle has not paid attention to her because she's like, a crystal babe. I see you, girl.
I think kind of in the middle of this conversation is when Flea gets a look from Amber and will be like, guys, one sec, I'll be right back. And goes over to Amber, is like,
Yeah?
that's a really strong start. But, I mean, I saw you were looking. Did you want some? Were you looking to buy?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. Are you getting off the bus?
Are you?
Not yet.
Why?
I'm waiting.
For someone?
No.
You just vibing?
I don't want to be... And she just gestures at, like, a gathering of people. I just don't want to. And sits back more in the seat against the wall of the bus.
I think at this point, Flea's like, you do you.
I often do.
Girl power. And then we'll, like, get off the bus for a second, be like, I'll be right back again. Just hang tight. Is going to get off the bus and is going to, like, plant his feet, like, into, like, the gravel, into, like, the actual, like, earthen soil.
Okay.
And I would like to use a thread of my unique feature of one with the earth. So, right now, James, Nathan, and...
So the other patrons that are on the bus, with the exception of Amber, have all departed. So there is Christopher, who is the fancy businessman. James, who is the older gentleman. Anthony, who knows all of the rules about Ellenville. Nathan, who just wants their DJ business to thrive. The twins, Rachel and Danielle. And then another woman named Sarah, who has a small briefcase and wears her click-clack high heels everywhere.
With this ability, what I want to do is I want to be able to, like, use my connection through the earth itself to kind of get, like, a HUD overview of, like, where everyone is headed to within the building.
Okay. Everyone, so this is our map of town. Just about everyone is about here. So this is the residential area of Ellenville, and you've been informed that this is the motel.
Okay.
The bus cannot drop everyone at the motel without going for another mile drive to turn around, because the road is too thin. Everybody is steadily making their way. You note... I'll say you can note specifics. You pick out Anthony, who appears to be herding people away from the edge of the road and gathering them more towards a central path.
And then everywhere else that is not, like, blocked out here is forest.
This is all open grass.
Okay.
This is the forest.
Okay.
And this spot, you feel this, like, slimy wriggling. Like you just stuck your hand in oil.
As Flea is doing this, you all can see that, like, he, like, pops something in his mouth real quick, and then, like, his, like, eyes, like, flash green from the inside, like, where his, like, iris, or where his pupils are even, not even his irises. And there's kind of just, like, this, like the meme of the guy with the universe expanding his brain, that kind of look comes across his face. He's like, and he zonks out for 3 seconds, and then he's like, ugh.
You okay?
He gets back on the bus and then is like, I'm pretty attuned to nature and shit. At first I was like, yeah, whatever, frickin' trees, spooky, whatever. I think that guy was for real about the trees being frickin' Hellraiser or whatever. It was bad. It was bad energy.
And you just hear Amber. Ridiculous.
You've got a lot of opinions, lady. Jesus.
Rochelle hears that and immediately turns on her. Excuse me? I thought you were someone who understood the New Age arts. It seems as though perhaps I was wrong.
No, Amber is just beautiful like me. Thank you.
If you're so wonderful, why don't you have any friends and why are you still on this bus, Amber?
'Cause I don't want to be with you and I need you to leave.
Okay, you didn't have to look at me. I wasn't even talking to you.
Can I use All in Their Head?
Oh,
Yeah? What would you like to do?
I want to know what the fuck she really wants. Does she really want us to leave? Why does she want us to leave? All in Their Head allows me to be able to pick up deepest desires or fears or implant a desire or fear.
meow.
Okay. You have a problem for a moment as you reach into Amber's mind and are slammed with trees and religious rhetoric and the rules of the church of the church of highest excellence. And can see the litany of rules that she is repeating over and over and over in her head. And the intense need to go to the forest, but doesn't want anyone to see her go.
Okay. Does this feel like a human conscious thought, or does it feel like madness? Could I tell the difference? Is that...
It's not madness, but I will say that it has the same fervor as somebody looking for their next fix.
Okay.
I think Flea is gonna kind of throw up his hands whatever, lady. I don't want any beef or whatever. Y'all ready to get off?
Yeah, I think it's probably best if I get away from all this negative energy.
Question. You said to Andre that everyone was heading to the hotel.
Yep, so this is where everyone's starting. This is where the motel is.
Is James heading towards the hotel from what I can feel with my thread, or does it seem like he's going to his residential area?
So far, everybody's about here.
Okay.
So, roughly in the same. James is still with the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Flea just grabs his big ass hiker's backpack and is like, "All right, let's move."
And you just hear, "Okay, bye."
Fuck you, Amber, bitch. God.
As we get off the bus, Rochelle offers you daps again, and is just like, I don't understand some people. Like, amber is supposed to be a grounding element. Even the fragrance itself is, like, prized in so many different cultures that woman is everything but a prize.
I mean, to be fair, amber, sometimes holds things inside of it. Sometimes it's really miraculous, like bones in history, and other times it's just a bug. So this is the second one.
Just a bug.
And as Vesper had picked up a backpack, and I'd say it has like a teal strap, and the rest of it's like a bunch of different colors, peaks, purples, and she's walking down the bus. I don't think we should leave just yet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should hang out nearby. I'd like to go somewhere that certain people can't see us real quick, but I want to be able to see. She seems a little weird, I'm just saying.
She seems super weird. I don't know anyone who is in touch and in tune with the metaphysical that is that shitty. Like, I just don't. Especially if you believe that, what goes around comes around. If you practice karmic arts, like, you would never treat somebody awful just on, a whim. Because it's going to come back to you threefold.
You're right. Yeah. She says as she, stuffs the money a little deeper in her pocket. Talks of karma make me a little uncomfortable. It's fine. All right. But she's a little unsettling. Since you're so into vibes, I will agree her vibes are off.
Horrible.
We could just watch for a bit. Are you in a hurry? Is anybody here in a hurry?
I guess not.
I have a big meeting tomorrow. That's where I'm supposed to go, but you guys are going to stay here. I'm not walking by myself with everything I've heard.
I get the feeling you're never in a hurry for anything.
Everything comes to me.
I appreciate that.
That's a gift.
It's lazy.
It's unmotivated.
You look
It's
tired
fine.
as hell.
Yeah, because I work hard.
Remember when I was talking about how rancid the vibes were? Yeah.
What? I'm just making an observation.
You're repping for the J-Man, but you're not really, feeling him.
I'm not religious. I just have it to ground myself. I'm not meaning it to be rude. I'm just meaning it to say that I feel like you could probably do more than just this. I mean, you're a really good businessman. That stuff looks like shit.
Oh shit. Turning the tables. You see Rochelle creep in, watching.
I mean, we get people in the emergency room all the time coming in going, I'm way too high, and they just have to sit there and ride it out. If you can sell that, you could sell anything.
I sell kind of the experience. If the user has problems with the interface, that's not my problem.
I think what she's trying to tell you, and I'm intimately familiar with this conversation because, I have parents. You are not living up to your potential. That's what she's trying to tell you. That you could be doing way more, and you're kind of doing way less, which, sometimes it's okay to do way less. I am not judging you for that. But as much as it sticks in my craw to say it, she's got a point. You are pretty impressive. In a really, really weird, kind of low-key and chill kind of way. So, maybe just live your raddest life. I don't know. I'm not your mom.
Are you trying to compliment me?
I make observations, and if they are meant to be bad, I would say it a lot more straightforward. I mean, you're doing good things, and I'm not against what you're doing. I don't really care. It's none of my business what you guys do. But I just know working hard can get you into really good places, so I just kind of try to... I'm probably out of place giving that information to you without asking and saying, hey, do you need any feedback? But I think you could do some really good things.
What's your thread shit?
This?
Yeah. Can I touch it? Hell yeah. Let me see.
Can I say this energy is so much more of this?
You can't take it off all the way. It's connected to me.
Oh.
But you can play around with it, I guess. You're not going to break it.
Can you feel when they do that? Does it have a...
Is it like tickle or something?
Yeah.
Is it sensuous?
Ooh.
Oh.
No.
Is there a bus shelter here? You said there's like a little bus shelter with an awning.
So there used to be an attendant stand
Okay.
that has
Oh yeah, where's that Carlson guy?
a slightly leaning chair,
Got it.
and you see Carlson standing behind the chair, just watching the group of you.
I forgot about that guy.
You unwaved to him. It doesn't matter.
That's true. You did unwave.
You did on Wave.
I don't know if he recognizes that as a form of diplomacy.
And you do see a very well-dressed man in like a three-piece suit. Very clean, just fiddling a little bit with a pocket watch as he stares at the group of you. The most notable thing is the purple light that seems to rim his pupils. As all of you are familiar with the ability to shift worlds, you can feel that sensation in his gaze.
I think, Vesper, you feel a hand reach out to like grab your shoulder. I've never done it myself. I have only read extensively about it. That guy, that like, I don't know, Silver Fox seems to have a power. Oh yeah, Silver Fox seems to have a power.
That guy's sexy as hell.
I love old men.
Can I just say I don't know why we're not supposed to talk to him because he looks like maybe someone that all I'm saying.
He did try to narc earlier, didn't he? Or was that a different person?
That was
No, he
Christopher. This is Carlson.
Carlson.
This is
Carl.
Carl.
Oh, this is the man that's not with it.
Yeah, he's not.
He could get with it.
Yeah, no, he can get there.
Correct.
Exactly.
But guys with pocket watches are like cool.
That's what I'm saying. So I'd like to know why James doesn't like him.
Well, like we talked about earlier,
Yeah,
there's something wrong with James.
suspicious.
Something about that church, man.
Yeah. Did you find anything in his bags? Because I know you found money.
I did find money. I found keys.
Whoa.
And also, he had a will, but I guess at that age, that's not unusual. Everything was left to Gloria, which I guess,
But she's dead?
yeah, she's dead. So
What?
above table, I know that wills usually include the birthday of the person and their address. At least now, was that a thing then?
You have
and did
his
I?
address.
Outstanding.
And you know enough of reading the first will and glancing at the second document that the second one appears to be some kind of rewrite.
Oh, okay.
You just didn't have time to read it completely.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, honestly, and I know you probably don't like me much from how I talked earlier, but good job.
Listen, I can't like or dislike anyone for observing. Was that what you called it?
It is.
Having eyes is not a crime.
You hear a chuckle from the attendant stand as you say that.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm not feeling particularly, I don't know, eloquent today. or diplomatic. It's been a very long ride. Can you just, like, tell us why James doesn't like you?
Oh, well,
Also, hi, I'm Rochelle.
hello, I'm Carlson.
It's nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
This guy's
Your
cool
hands.
as fuck. What the hell is he talking?
Yeah, your hands are really soft. Anyway, what were you saying?
Well, and you watch his eyes flicker around all of you. Interesting. It's always good to see a new spirit in town. Why aren't you there? Why are you only here?
You mean, why aren't we in town?
No. Do you not know? I'm afraid I don't know if I can.
Oh, you want to go there?
Well, so there is here and here is there, but I can't stop here from being there or there from being here, which is quite the problem when you're talking to someone here, but you're referencing something there, and if they're going to run into something there, but they don't see the something here, then
It's all part of the rabbit hole.
yes, deeply down the rabbit.
Jefferson Airplane.
Oh. Rochelle immediately puts the 2 and 2 together with, like, the purple rimmed eyes and him talking like that. Okay, listen, I don't know that I have the skill to go there and be here, but I'm here right now, and if you want to take me there, I'd go with you.
Oh, I would love to. I can't go there.
Oh.
I can only see there. And it's right. And you watch as he just goes, and it's just, and I can't touch it.
I see. Okay, back to James.
Yeah, what the fuck's his deal?
Well, when you see here and there,
Yes.
and it's hard to know which is which, people find you quite strange. And I thought that adopting appropriate clothing that would make me someone of class would help, but alas.
Can I just say, it's not cool that people judge you because of your powers. That's, like, a really harsh vibe, and I'm so sorry you have to deal with that.
It is.
You
it
have
is.
a blessing?
Thank you. I think sometimes. Other times a curse. That woman on the bus, though.
She's awful. Don't talk to her.
Vesper, you turn just in time to see Amber get off the bus, despite being behind Carlson.
Okay. I'm gonna, like, kind of sneak follow her to, the 3 Carlins behind, but in people version.
Go ahead and make a secrecy check.
Okay. I got something in that. Okay, so that's 4.
Okay.
Like 2, 1, 1, 4.
You quickly go after and hear just a wisp of Carlson saying something, and you're very focused as Amber beelines from the bus depot across the field.
Okay.
And by the time you remember Anthony's rule of don't leave the trail, you are deep within the grass.
Okay.
Do we see this happen? Or did you, like, sneak off?
My goal was to sneak to where she didn't see me.
She does not notice you.
Okay. That was it. Whether or not you all saw me is between you and our good storyteller here.
I feel like Rochelle is staring at Carlson too hard to notice. She's super intrigued. The fact that he has kind of intimated that all of us can switch between worlds it's something that she's thought about, but never truly, like, considered in a real way. So now they're obviously just in their head. It's like, if their eyes were monitors, there'd be all these, like, facts downloading and, like, computing inside.
We're missing someone.
What?
We're missing someone.
Who?
1, 2, 3.
Vesper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're looking for the Wanderer.
They wandered?
Yeah. Well, many do. Right? You know, the clump is further up in town, but you know that one is, and points straight out across the field.
Oh.
That is against the rules, okay.
I want to use my... I'd like to use my Arcana
Okay.
to sense if, in the direction of just this field, if there is, like, a malicious entity or energy. Oh my god!
Yo, those are the dice for you.
Damn!
Dice are awesome.
Dice
That was,
for you.
for those watching, that was the second double sixes in a row.
I don't know this.
That's another 14.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, 14. You look at the field and see the bits of grass stretch just a little bit as the grass kind of reaches up like a hand cupping something. And you see the hands, and then it turns and digs and turns and digs and is chasing after Vesper.
The grass is like going after Vesper. We should do something.
Do you know what that is?
It's evil.
I was asking him, but I really appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
Well, here or there.
Are they not the same?
No.
What's here?
It's grass. It's just a field.
What's there?
The gods are angry.
That doesn't sound good.
This guy's awesome.
Well, a lot happens, and you see this slight look of pain as a little bit of blood starts to drip out of Carlson's nose. And he's like, sometimes that they get upset when you look too hard at them. And I can't tell if they're trying to help or hurt. But they don't want... I'm sorry, you said Vesper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want Vesper there.
I'm going to take out a tissue, hand it to you, so you can hand it to him if you want.
Yeah. Rochelle, like, goes to dab it and realizes that she does not know this person despite feeling very drawn in. Would you like this just to take care of...
Yes.
That's probably bad, right?
It's fine.
Should I, like, go after Vesper?
You shouldn't go by yourself.
I mean, I don't know, like... Are you like a Lorax or whatever? You can talk to trees and grass?
I
and shit?
love that cartoon, dude.
Yeah!
Great fucking cartoon.
Is that your thing, or is that... I saw your eyes do, like, a flashy thing earlier?
I mean, I'm trying to follow James with this, but if I need to, I can just unhook it and I can grab Vesper. I would be physically pulling them back.
Whoa.
But they may be mad at me, but I don't know if we can fight a god.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Shit, what do we do? I wish the grass knew that, like, she wasn't a bad guy.
As you're running and chasing after Amber, you see the strip mall up ahead with lots of lights and sounds ranging from dull thudding music to the sounds of terrible karaoke. and can see the lights of a small shopping center as Amber scoots up against the side of the grocery store and peeks out to see if anybody's going to notice her before dead sprinting into the forest across the road.
Okay. I don't want to go that far without my friends, but I'm like tracking how far she goes. Is minor illusion is that something I can do? Can I make a little tiny marker so I can mark kind of where she went in to revisit here in a minute?
Yeah, you want to mark the pavement?
Yeah, just a little something, not big, just so that I can bring them back.
Okay. Yeah, so stepping out onto the road, you kind of just set your hand down on the edge of the road and see a faint pink and blue, almost like you scratched makeup on the road.
Okay. Then yeah. And I'm gonna stand up and turn to start to go back. Whenever she started going, did she also cut through the same path through the field that I did, or did I
Yep.
Okay. Alright. And nothing happened to her?
Nope.
Okay.
And you turn just in time to see probably 3 foot tall grass just go.
That's on me. That's on me. I'm sorry. But, and then, is it easy to walk through the road back to where we were?
Yeah, so you can see an
Okay.
easy path. This is a very small town, so you would be about here. You could even cut through the strip mall without touching grass.
Yes, gonna do that. So, that girl ran into the woods. Also, the grass is really mad at me. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
dude, the grass is really mad at you.
broke a rule. You're not supposed to be off the path.
Do I look like someone who likes being told what to do?
I feel that so strongly you have no idea, but also, when it comes to dealing with the supernatural, you just shouldn't fuck around with that stuff.
And also, what the grass do to you, man?
I didn't do anything to it but walk through it.
You did something to piss off that grass.
That girl ran into the woods. Now, I know we're not supposed to do that either, but she did.
And she looked totally fine when she did it.
Well, she looked totally fine. She looked totally fine physically. Mentally, not so much. She was totally geeking out for the forest. She wanted that shit so bad. Yeah. It was almost a fervor.
Like she needed a fix or something?
Yes. A creepy culty fix in the forest.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Fuck her. If she went in there, why should we care? It's not our responsibility to go take care of
I don't
someone.
give a fuck about Amber, but she's kind of a lead.
That's a good business opportunity for you. Cultists are they can have things sold to them so easily. That's how they're in the position that they're in. Go sell your shit.
That's true.
The forest?
Yeah, isolated communities are the easiest to target.
Mm-hmm.
But you could die. Do you not see what's happening to this man who's telling us what's happening on the other side? And what could have happened to her? Why would we go risk our life for someone who is an absolute bitch?
I've got to say, Blair has a good point.
Oh, just to clarify, it's not so much for her as I'm just really nosy about what the fuck she's doing. But, okay, what if they have something, fun going on, Like a rave.
Ooh.
In the dead god forest?
Is that what we're calling it?
I don't know, I just thought of it. If you think it's cool, go with it.
I'm going to be honest with you. No one wants to talk behind your back, so I'm going to fill you in on a little information. Carlson did mention that maybe there was a memo received in his brain that the gods don't really want you in there. like you specifically. I don't know why. Did you do something to them? Did you steal, like, I don't know, an idol from someone's tomb?
Whoa, dude, you're like Prometheus. You like stole fire from...
You're so smart. Why are you selling weed?
Fantasy's crazy, dude. You gotta learn everything.
Okay, well, I don't know. I pickpocket a lot of people. There may have been a religious, but like, listen, you were talking about karma. Maybe I just kind of pissed them off by existing. Or maybe they just got really mad because I stepped in the grass, but to me, that's a little extra.
Well, like, karma is like grand scale. So like, yeah, you like stole like a little bit today, but like if you stole a little bit like every day of your life, that's like a lot of bad karma. You know what you feel me?
But I share. Doesn't that help? That's why.
I don't know.
I get to...
Who'd you steal from? You like taking babies' money?
Babies don't have any money.
Have you tried?
Yes.
You sound really sure that babies don't have money, I was gonna say.
They have pockets.
They do.
Just saying.
They do have pockets. Those pockets don't have money.
There's just like a pocket full of binkies. It's like, I gotta take something, dude.
And like, I know that stealing candy from a baby is a saying, but like, that candy's really gross. It's really gross and it's really sticky, and so no, I also don't steal their candy. So stealing from babies not particularly interesting. It's the adults that have the fun stuff. Sometimes the teenagers. Teenagers have a lot of stupid shit in their pockets, and they very rarely keep up with things well. So it just doesn't seem unusual to just snag and then be like, oh, what did I do with that? You know?
Blair takes a minute to think over it. Maybe it's not karma. Maybe it's just... they just don't want us in their area. So maybe if you go, it's not because it's you, but it's because someone is there.
Oh wait, sorry, Carlson. You said the gods were mad, but do you mean like mad like they're angry and pissed off? Or do you mean mad in like the Lovecraftian term of like Isigaloth, like eldritch insanity?
That's a good question.
The gods are upset. They're not here, but there. And there is an earthquake. And there is a lightning strike. And a lightning strike. And you can see him watching as he keeps going of like, an earthquake hit, an earthquake hit. A lightning strike just happened. A lightning strike just happened.
Is it natural, or is that the gods acting out?
It's nothing I've seen in my 10 years here. It can only be something more.
This is... Carlson, what brought you to this, I'm so sorry, but frankly shitty little town?
It is a shitty little town.
Yeah.
But it was home for a long time. And then Andrew came, and here I am now.
Who's Andrew?
Oh, Andrew leads the church.
The Church of Highest Excellence?
The Church of Highest Expression.
Oh?
Did James tell you excellence?
Yes. Is that not
He
true?
would. He would. It's...
I hate James.
What was, is, and it has had many names. The Church's Highest Expression is the name now that Andrew is in charge.
Speaking of church, we were speaking to someone earlier, James. What happened to his wife?
Oh. Well, many things and nothing, but everything that she wanted.
you decipher that?
It means kind of like there was a lot of shit that happened, but it wasn't important in the grand scheme of things. But it all went according to her plans.
5. Is that right?
Mm.
Okay.
You're trying,
Thank
you know. Maybe I should be a translator.
Flea's just gonna have like 30 jobs by the time this is over.
Yes.
We gotta make your own background.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you said how many gods are there that you're
Well, I mean,
detecting?
how many are here? You have the Greek, the Roman, the Egyptian, the Christian, the Catholic, if you want to count them as the same. There's as many gods as there are people to believe in them. And I assume the same is true here or there.
Are they all angry? Or one in particular?
I'm afraid I can't see that.
So you're saying there's an Ozzy Osbourne there? He's our world's god of metal.
Perhaps. But there's not a you there because you're here. And if he's that special, perhaps he's here and not there.
Oh.
Should we go?
I mean, I think it would be fair to check it out. Especially if it might help us figure this.
Well, you
puzzle
have
this
that
whole
crazy
thing.
important business meeting tomorrow. Is that gonna fuck up your sleep schedule?
What is a sleep schedule to a resident?
You're so right.
Before we leave here, I still have a threat on someone. Is James going home, or is he going to the motel, or does it seem like he's maybe going to a church?
James is going. He is currently right there. The
In
thread is
residential area.
tight enough that you can see the path that he took.
What is around James in that area?
That's the housing area.
Oh.
I think James went home.
So James went home. Amber went into the spooky ass woods. Everybody else is going on the path to the bus station, shelter.
Motel?
That's it. Man, you guys are so good at words. And Carl, are you staying out here? Are you going back?
No, I can go home.
You're just hanging out?
I wait till people go to sleep. It's awkward to watch everyone look out their curtains at you.
I imagine they do that already, those fucking trash people.
Just every time.
Did you want something from us? You are staring at us awful hard and eavesdropping, which is technically rude, but who am I to judge?
Well, it's hard not to drop eaves on seeing someone that is unlike the others here.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm used to it. I get a lot of stares for this situation.
Everyone is here and there. Except you.
So why are we not there? If we have these abilities, wouldn't we be able to do that here and there and be present?
So your ability allows you to change worlds, but you only occupy one world at a time. Everyone else has some manner of counterpart.
Carlson, what is James's counterpart like? Do you see him?
I haven't checked, but I could.
Can I run before we do anything?
Yeah.
Can I run a medicine check on him just to make sure he'll be good if this goes too rough? Because I know a lot of this is arcane, but at least want to make sure the physical form isn't gonna
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Whoa.
13.
13. All right. So, looking at Carlson, he's healthy. As healthy as can be. And while it may put strain on his body, you can see even the bits of red on the outside that indicated that blood vessels broke has already faded. Whatever connection he has that has him here, but seeing everything, is about how much he can do in a moment versus any long-term physical damage.
So it's essentially if he goes really hard in one moment, he could possibly really hurt himself, but right after he's completely fine as long as he makes it through it.
Yep.
Okay. I'd like to keep my eye on him since I know this now, while he's actively doing this in case anything goes wrong.
Okay. And you see him just turn a little bit. And you can recognize that his, 20-degree turn and 1,000-yard stare is looking directly at James's position. He's old.
I mean, he should be, but you see he's kind of not.
He's old.
Like hundreds?
Hundreds plus.
Whoa.
Something sustains, and you just hear, ah. There's an old book about something similar. With this painting that the man can never look at?
Yes. Are you kidding me? I know all about Dorian Gray. He was my boyfriend until I was 22.
And you just see Carlson just of course he was, my dear.
Yeah, every single night for 2.5 hours at a time, just taking him in, drinking him in through my eyeballs.
Well, it appears whatever James is doing here impacts there.
Ew.
Is Gloria there?
He's even home.
She's at home right now, here?
That Gloria is. This Gloria is not.
Oh, she's there.
Oh.
She's not the same, but she's there.
She's not the same?
Oh my god, he did have 6 bags.
She got what she wanted.
What?
What did she want, Carlson?
And you just watch his face clamp. As he's like, well, I would suggest visiting James or visiting the church. Explaining the here and there. And you see the bits of blood on his nose and ear as he just tilts dizzily a little bit. It's a lot.
And Slee's gonna try and just support his body, physically.
And he'll just thank you, and I'm just gonna take a seat for a minute.
Sit down.
Take all the time you need.
Is the church in the forest?
Just on the edge, opposite the motel.
Oh.
So that's 5.
Yeah, so this is the church.
What's in the forest?
Oh. Many things. Only one thing good. Don't tell Andrew about the stag, though, if you see it.
Don't tell him about the stag?
Yes.
Is Andrew not a good person?
I mean, he's a leader of a church. How good could he be?
Correct. He leads the highest order of church in the area. With all those implications.
As you all look around, you see that Rochelle has, like, edged away from the group very gradually and very slowly and is, like, closer to the direction of James's house. Like, everyone's in a little nucleus, and, like, when you turn around, Rochelle is, like, here.
We can go if you want.
What?
His keys.
Yeah, I need to know what Gloria wanted. Because he seemed pretty sure when he heard that voice in the airwaves that it was her.
I mean, he's home right now, though, so maybe... do you have a yellow book on hand? Or nearby?
Yeah, there's probably one that up at
Or is there a payphone by here?
yeah, there's a payphone up at the strip mall.
I think maybe we should try to get him out of the house before we go in. I mean, no offense. I want to be able to look at everything, but I don't feel comfortable getting a breaking and entering charge while he's there. It could really fuck up my residency, so I think it's just safer.
Well, then-
Understandable.
You could do the actual payphone part. And then, I don't know. Like two of us go to the payphone, two of us go to the actual house and snoop.
Well, I was just gonna try to get him out of the house.
As-
And call him.
I can still see him, right? Like, he's
Who?
James. He's, like, not made it to his house yet?
No, James is home.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Or I can make him leave.
Oh,
Well?
with your thread.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like a puppet master. Hot.
He probably wants to, I don't know, check on things at the motel. Maybe. Or take a little walk to the forest, or...
Well, if he goes to the forest, I can't willingly kill someone, but I can. He might need to go to the church.
That's true, he did say he wanted to go to the church. So that wouldn't technically be planting anything, just, speeding things up.
Let's get a little closer, and then I'll start. Oh, okay.
You're cool as hell, man.
Carlson's like, yes, thank you. Well, glad someone appreciates what we're doing.
Should I, call you? Or will you find me? Or...
I'm always around.
Cool.
Good luck.
Going further into the field.
Into the field?
No, sorry.
Down the trail?
Down the trail toward the house, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so heading down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Following along.
So, what's the plan? Because you have the keys,
I do have the keys.
and you're also, I assume, very good at what you do. So, if we have other things that don't have keys,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If she's still at home, maybe she's a ghost. Like I said, if she's in the airwaves, could have been maybe that she was calling to him, telling him that she was ready to see him. I've definitely heard of old stories where there's a ghost that haunts a lighthouse and they call to the sea captains from afar to just wreck on their shores. Maybe it's something like that.
Or what if, because he had a lot of suitcases, he could have a Frankensteinian build of her in his suitcases, and he could reconstruct her.
That's disgusting.
That's awesome.
I'm thinking that's where my brain went to at first, because he had a lot of luggage and no reason to have that much luggage. But if she's at home and he said he didn't see a body till he came back 6 months later, no one's been telling us where the body was in the first place. So maybe she took herself home.
And she didn't have a grave that he saw.
I also can't tell if he's lying or not.
That's true.
Or maybe he's talking from the other side, and then
Right.
I don't really know. But
Y'all want anything?
The truth.
that was a really cool line.
She looks at you with the most serious face. It is clear that she has sniffed out a mystery and will stop at nothing.
So, breaking and entering check.
I mean, it's not breaking and entering if you aren't breaking.
That's true.
Okay, entering and entering.
Yes.
Unlocking and entering.
Yeah.
What? I'll keep him busy. I'll make sure he doesn't try to come back, at least to the best of my abilities. I don't really do the puppeteering stuff so much unless I have to. But what?
Are you going solo?
Well, I mean, I'll play lookout is what I'm trying to say, and try to keep them away. But if he's coming back, I'll make sure you all know, because I would be able to feel it unless he cuts the thread, and then at that point.
How many of those can you have on a person?
Well, when
I mean, or on, how many can you have out? Sorry. Could you hypothetically put one on us and use it as kind of like a bird whistle sort of thing to let us know when he's coming back? Can we feel it if you want us to?
I mean, it's up to you. Would you feel comfortable with activating more than once at a time?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel comfortable doing it one more time, since you will all probably be together, so I can let you know. But if I use too much, then I'm not going to have any for later. And if we're really digging deep into this, I don't want to be left without anything.
With your second thread spent, you are at a disparity of -2 in the horror world, but +2 in the fantasy world. Just strategy.
Wild.
So does that mean all of my rolls are...
All of your rolls are at -2.
Oh no, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. And I'll connect it to you because we've been talking about
Okay.
this. So I connect it to you. And then if you need help with something, I can do what I can, but I'm not feeling the greatest. I'll probably sit down when we get...
Are you sure you don't need like anything?
The last thing I need is to be exhausted and then have a panic attack.
No. I have like everything.
Ibuprofen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. So heading to James's house. It is a horrible neighborhood to navigate if you didn't have this thread to follow. As you see cookie cutter house after cookie cutter house, everyone with immaculately manicured lawns. And as you're walking by, you just see the briefest flicker. And it's almost like watching a football stadium do the wave. As house. Everyone flickers in order, with this backlit, faceless thing looking out at you. Does it have a face? Could. The light in the room obscures what you might see. But you do arrive close enough to James's house that you could make him leave.
Yeah, so I'd like to make him walk towards the church.
Okay.
I can't physically change, or I can't mentally change what he's thinking. So I can only make him physically go somewhere else. I don't know what any kind of breaking would be or anything like that, but I'm going to try to make him go somewhere that he was thinking about going anyway. So maybe it's less... It's going to be weird no matter what, but maybe he's a little bit more receptive to it.
Yeah. So you see him... You see the front door of the house open, and this confused expression as he almost doesn't even shut the door in his rush to have to go, and starts kind of speed walking down the road towards the church. Yep.
As he's doing that and we're getting closer to his house, Rochelle wants to look at that faceless thing that seems to be rippling throughout this neighborhood.
Okay.
Does it seem to see him?
No curtains open as James walks down the road.
Guys, I just want to keep everybody on the same page. But that thing, and she opens up her book. A Merkley? So none of these curtains have opened, but when we walked down the street, they opened and I saw that same thing. I don't know if that's like everybody here is one of those, or if it's the kind of thing where it's like possessing this town and that's how it's manifesting. But either way, it only opened when we walked in, not when James walked out.
Did they say it was like a faceless tree?
They said that you shouldn't talk to the trees, and that among the trees there might be a Merkley. The trees themselves, you're not supposed to make eye contact, which, I mean, what does that even mean?
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Listen, you don't look up. You look just directly ahead. You don't like this and you don't acknowledge. They exist around you. You pretend you don't. I don't follow those rules, but
I feel like you kind of do, though, because when you were pickpocketing earlier, you were, like, in the zone. I mean, it was pretty fucking tubular.
oh yeah, money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One track mind.
By the way, here's your cut.
Oh, a gift!
Yes, and there's for pretending that you
Med
didn't
school is
observe.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Got my money?
That's true.
It feels like in the future it might be worse for people.
Wait, what?
I threw some your way.
Oh, you did?
Gummy, yeah.
Rochelle tucks it into her chest pocket. And by chest pocket, I mean bra.
It's okay, man. I understand the short memory.
Trees are bad.
No, I don't think that should be the main takeaway from this.
These trees are bad.
These trees are bad.
I love trees, dude.
Well, okay, I might be getting like really like introspective about it, but if it says that those things are in the trees, is it literally trees or is it just like a representation of things we should avoid is where they're between? Like the houses or something we shouldn't maybe put too much thought into.
I mean, for me, like, I've read a lot of weird stuff. By far, The Wizard of Oz is pretty high up there. And I know that those trees, I'm pretty sure they taunt you, I think?
Yeah, and then throw apples at you. It's terrible.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. I don't think it's an either or. I think it might be an and situation.
Okay. I'm just going to be looking out and then I'll warn you if something's going on.
Yes.
But I don't die.
What does it feel like whenever you give the thread a tug?
And so she's gonna tug it real quick. And it more is like, it feels, even though the thread, I would say it can go wherever you would want it to be placed. It's not really visible to people who aren't like us, but even if you can see it, it's really unnoticeable. But it feels like a hotter blood rushing through your veins and having your body react in a way that I would necessarily puppeteer it. But in this, I'm not taking away your agency to move. So more so, it probably just felt like a big, like, pump of blood. Like, kind of like a shiver.
Thrilling.
I would like to spend another thread.
Okay.
To use my unique feature again. To try and sense with my druidic kind of plant ability. Like, are these Merklings? What are Merkley? Are these Merkley, like, actually plant organisms, or are they, like, something in, like, different that resembles, like, a plant organism?
Okay. Reaching out towards the forest, I presume, you feel the trees and can feel yourself being slowly submerged in viscous fluid as the trees kind of begin to surround you. and a thing moves, just brushing against a tree, but not the tree itself. Before you hear a whisper of, "Oh, who are you?"
I swivel my head towards the direction of the voice, but I look down at the very last second.
You continue to face the forest. There is no voice present. It's just in this moment of your connection with the trees. Oh, a shy one. You don't want to talk?
As Flea is like communing with the trees, you saw he like pops something in his mouth again and like has the green ring around his pupils. But you can see at his feet, over his like busted little Converse sneakers, there is a series of root tendrils beginning to crawl up his shoes and then slip underneath like the pant leg. And I think Flea is going to, back in the vision, is going to say, "Raphael."
Oh, thank you. And you three can see the roots that are going up Flea's feet and leg. A shadowy set of liquid fingers begins to slowly slide up before clasping the toes of Flea's shoe.
No.
So, Raphael, are you coming to visit? It would be nice to see you.
Are you the trees? Here? What happened to you? You're so viscous.
Oh, we're many things. Come find out. And why don't you bring... And you feel your head turn to look at Vesper. Bring her with you. She was so close.
Rochelle is in the doorway of this house and turns back and sees the two of you staring at this, like happening, and sees what's going on with you, and just marches over like big strides. You can hear the boots like bam, 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 making noise as they like just stride directly over to you and grab the back of your shirt and go, "Nope, no, 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 we are not talking to the fucking trees. We were told not to do that. We're not doing it. We're going inside right now," and pulls you by the back of your shirt.
Does that like suck me out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And right as you pull, you just see this face just...
Yeah, no. What was that? What was that? Who are you talking to?
Well, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Somebody got the drop on you, honey.
Guys, this force is fucked up. It's like really fucked up. It's like goopy. Okay?
Goopy?
It's like fucking wet. Fucking, what's that shit in school? It's like the cornstarch shit.
Oobleck?
Yeah. It's like that.
Well, there was a face in it.
Ugh.
Did you see a face?
What?
Yeah, it was like wrapped all up around your legs, and it was like
The
tugging
face was in my leg?
at your shoes. And then when I pulled you away, the face was like on the ground in like a puddle thing, and went ah, and then went away.
Y'all saw that?
Do you understand? We're fucking with bad shit, which is so exciting, but also we need to be careful.
And Flea, you just hear, no. They're just nervous.
What did it say?
Huh? What?
Is it still talking to you?
No?
You were talking to it. What was it saying?
This is what, I'm not the biggest rule follower, I get it, but also sometimes authority is meant to be respected. I'm just saying.
You wanted to figure the crazy ghost story out. How are you gonna do that if you don't ask some questions?
I'll be real. I did want to figure out the ghost story. This, my friend, is not a ghost. That is some other shit. I don't know about a weird, goopy creature that talks to you and tries to, get in your pants in an unfun way. But I've had it up to here so far.
At that point, Raphael looks down and is still embedded in an entire knotted cluster of roots, and just goes, she's and frees his legs and goes, that usually doesn't happen.
You don't have a root situation?
I mean, sometimes there's little grass or something, it turns green or something nice, not bringing me in to it.
Ah, funny. Haunted town is haunted.
Yeah, that's not.
Anyway, she asked a question.
What?
What did it say? Yes.
Okay, it really likes you.
I thought it didn't like me. It seemed very angry.
It really wanted you back.
Oh, yeah, most of my exes do.
But that may not be a good thing. That could be a vindictive thing.
Well, it typically is, yes.
Did you do something to the forest?
Are you a logger?
No. No.
Listen, guys, listen. I know the trees are bad, but it's what if it's like a mold?
A mold?
Right, the trees aren't bad. There's something affecting the trees. Because trees aren't bad.
Like an infection.
Yeah.
I've read about that in National Geographic.
Okay, so...
Turns them all white.
Yeah. It can affect their bark and their leaves.
It affects their intravenous system, and it kills off all the parasites.
So the way to get rid of an infection is use an antibiotic. You gotta flush it out, and you have to keep it consistent, and you have to, make sure everything's taken care of, because if not, it's gonna come back stronger, and it seems like it's already pretty strong here. So if the trees are not, are you saying the trees are just a catalyst, or are you saying that the trees do talk, but now they're just talking in a not fun way because there's a mold?
I think the trees are the host to the parasite that is the voice that spoke to me.
That's a real fucking bummer.
Okay, but what else did it say?
It's whatever.
Okay. Well, if you're not gonna tell us, then...
I mean, that sounds pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's...
It said to come visit.
Come visit?
Yeah.
Forest or the other side?
What? No, go the forest.
All right, fuck that. Can we go inside real quick and just see what there is to see with this James person?
Sorry.
Because I want to know what's happening with the trees
fucked up.
on the other side.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's on me.
Okay, I'm gonna stay out here. I'm gonna hide in between houses.
Okay.
To keep myself out so I can keep a watch outside. I will let you know if I see anything, so just be careful. I have a first aid kit. Does someone want to take it, or do you feel comfortable coming? You do what you need to do. I'm here if you need me.
I think someone else should take the med kit. That's not me.
I'll take it. It's fine. She puts it in her like big, oversized, very kind of boho looking, like it's been patched together with a mishmash of fabrics bag, and zips it back up. I've got my stuff. We need to go upstairs and look around this house before that guy comes back. But like I said, if we can maybe, I don't know, if one of you can flip the switch and we can go to the other place. If the gods are mad, maybe this is them speaking to us from the other side?
We should do that together, maybe? Because if we do this now, that means we're separated.
So quickly. We'll just go in and come out?
I don't know how long it's going to take. Just be safe. Let me know if there's anything. I'll watch the windows.
Thank you. If anything tries to talk to you, please do not be late.
Okay, you calling me like him, no offense, is the worst thing anyone's ever said.
I'm just saying, like, you have to be
took offense
friendly
to
for
that,
your
man.
job, you know? And you talk to pretty much anyone. But I'm saying stranger danger, never talk to strangers. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
I should have asked it its name. That would have been so smart.
Did it ask you your name?
Oh my god.
Did it ask for your name?
You can read, right?
Did it say, can I have your name?
What does that say?
Guys, I'm a little high right now. I need you to be a
No
little
shit.
nicer to me.
Okay. It says don't talk to the trees, doesn't it? I don't even have
That's
to look
not
at it
fair
to
because
know.
I'm also dyslexic.
All right, listen. It asked for your name. Was it polite?
Yeah.
So you really wanted to give it your name, right?
It's a tree.
And you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in every book I've ever read, that means that there might be some kind of deal on the table now, and I don't know.
That sounds like fey shit.
You know,
Oh.
it was polite and made you want to talk to it. It asked you to bring your friends.
Just the one friend.
Yep, first of all, that sounds like proselytization, so this is clearly a church thing. That's number one. And number two, stop talking to it, okay?
It's tree.
I get it. But unfortunately, right now, the only trees that are your friends are inside of your duffel bag.
You're right.
And you can't hear words,
Mhm.
but you do feel the faint attention of it trying to speak to you.
Interesting. Okay.
Can you stay with him? I don't mean to make you the babysitter. I know that's kind of like what you do as your job anyway, but
I think he's coming with us.
you want him to go inside. He has a link with this thing, and he's gonna know what we're doing if he comes in the house with us.
I'm going to be 100% honest. Depending on what you find in there, they're probably already going to know.
Yeah.
Especially if Gloria's there, who shouldn't be anywhere.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off. She opens the door and steps inside.
Okay. Stepping inside, it's a neatly appointed Cape Cod home. You can see a set of stairs off to the right. Nice wooden floors. You're standing in the living room, can see a kitchen that wraps around. You see another doorway leading into a dining room. And a couple rooms set towards the back left. Everything is clean. Very clean.
Too clean, like no one lives here.
You can see signs of, like, there's a dirty dish in the sink. But clean like someone just bleached the floors 5 minutes ago.
Do I hear anything? The sound, like, of literally any possible life in the house?
You listen for a minute. and there's no footsteps, there's no breathing, and then you hear what sounds like a furnace kicking on and shutting off and kicking on and shutting off with an almost heartbeat rhythm.
Where's it coming from? Can I go looking?
It is coming from upstairs.
I'm gonna start creeping up.
Okay.
I want to look at the family photos on the wall, if there are any.
Yeah, you do see a series of pictures, James throughout the years, with a woman who is presumably Gloria. Older, blonde/gray hair, very, very tidy outfits. And you see pictures of James that for just a minute you're like, oh, maybe that's James's father. No, that's James, but older. You see James and this woman sitting in rocking chairs on the front porch of the home, each well into their 90s. And heading up the stairs, you continue to hear the steady thrum before you notice that the banister itself, rather than just a standard straight piece of wood, is knotted and gnarled and climbs down the stairs almost. And see it bend around the turn as it leads into a room. And the banister keeps going and scales down the wall until it blends into the roots of a tree set into the floor of the room.
Oh, shit. Okay, you said with the, like, their aspect, like, the different world.
Yep.
Can we just kind of peek in it?
Yep.
Or do we have... Okay.
So you can glance or you can shift entirely.
I want to glance as I stare into this room with this tree. I want to see, like, 'cause if when I do that, am I seeing what is there, but
So
its counterpart is...
glancing will let you look into the other world and see, right, what would be the counterpart of the space that you're in.
Okay, then I would like to peek in and see what this looks like there.
Okay. So, glancing through to the fantasy world, you see a nice bed, wooden wrappings of footboard and headboard, and asleep in the bed is an older woman, probably in her 80s to 90s.
Does she look like she's sleeping because she's unwell or sleeping because she's rested?
No, sleeping because it's nighttime. And as you kind of flicker back, her body is right where the trunk of the tree is.
Oh. Okay.
Danny DeVito gif.
Huh. All right. I'm gonna come back. Kind of. Should I? Oh, I want to touch it. I want to touch the tree so bad. Maybe I'll let our expert tree toucher touch
Yeah.
the tree at some
I'm
point.
definitely so. You said the banister is like infused with like it's part of.
The banister is a tree root.
Yeah,
standing
yeah.
down.
You said the rest of the house was like clean. Is the rest of the house like sterile? Like, does it feel like
Yeah.
artificial?
It definitely has that like hospital room clean feel to it.
I would like to commune with the trees.
Okay. So you go to step up the stairs and touch the banister,
Uh-huh.
and you can hear, hello?
Yo,
You're not James. Why are you in my house?
removes hand. Guys, I think Gloria is the tree.
Is the house and the tree?
He's the tree.
I think she knows. We're not Jade.
I mean, we're probably here doing a wellness check, right?
Want to touch a tree? Hey. Are you Gloria?
You can feel the sensation of somebody almost answering, the want for an answer. And all you can hear is, I'm telling. And you can feel the root move away from your hand.
I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
Grab it and try to find that connection again? Should I roll?
No.
Okay.
You grab and you go for the connection, and that oily feeling is what greets you.
Oh.
Of just you can't hold it. You feel something fleeing this space.
What's going on?
There was a different voice this time. I asked if it was Gloria because it was like an old lady, and then it was like this fucking narc, and he said, "I'm telling."
Okay, so then these trees are connected to the ones in the forest. Then, like,
Yeah, it's like the oobleck.
they said. So James said that his wife was very religious and very holy, and then Carlson said that she got what she wanted. So if she got what she wanted and she's in the house, but she's like dead, but like not dead, maybe joining because it's a cult is what she wanted.
Like she's part of the tree system.
I mean, if he's telling, you need to figure out who he's telling. Oh my god.
Blair, you're outside, right?
Side.
By yourself. That's good. Good.
All by myself.
No big deal.
It's
It's a great place for you.
You see light
Uh-oh.
as every house on the block, all of the lights turn on, and the front doors open simultaneously as people begin to step out.
So when we shift, do we shift entirely? Like these bodies go into the other?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's really only a problem if like somebody's standing in front of you and watches you do it.
They already know where they're going, right? They're all walking towards the house?
Yeah, they're all.
I'm going to beeline into the house. I'm going to like give like a tug. So rather than like that warm feeling that you felt before, there's like a chill that goes through your veins. But I would like to say you could understand it's me. And I run in and you hear the door slam, lock, 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 lock. And I'm like, We gotta go. We gotta do. People are coming. They're all coming all at once. Towards the house. The neighbors.
Yeah, we need to go.
But we can't leave because they're all surrounding the house. So I came in here because if I stayed out there, I would have been caught. But shift. We can shift. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Carlson said that like all of us are different, and all of you guys have powers. So like maybe that's something I can do too. And she sits down on the step and kind of puts her hands on either side of her head, like hard. Okay. What kind of world is this? Bright, sunny days, interesting nights, fireflies, angry gods and earthquakes, dragons? I don't know, fantasy shit? And she starts, like, reciting all of the kind of visuals that she could possibly think of that might be a world that sounds like what Carlson was describing.
You see Rochelle get about halfway through the litany of, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, before the purple light begins to flare at the edges of their figure. And...
Whoa.
Glad she figured that out. Alright.
Go!
Fucking dragons, gods,
I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons.
yes. Dragon tails.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna think the same thing and just like make sure. I want to make sure that everyone is good as I'm leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, one by one, you all manage to shift over. And upstairs, you see the woman sleeping in her bed. Downstairs, the house is empty.
Rochelle opens the door and like peeks an eyeball out the little crack that's made there.
Okay. You can see standard housing. Like, you are similar to what you were in before. It's clear people live here. It's a little more cluttered than a bunch of Cape Cods nicely put together. A lot of it is hallways of doors, and you can see several larger stacked buildings. Thick pieces of lumber make up the walls, as this is the ramblings of the town of Ferron.
How do you spell that?
Ferron.
We've shifted?
Yep.
Whoa.
What does everyone look like here?
Vesper, like, I would say, has kind of breeches, like black breeches, kind of like, white little plain, what is it, poet's top, with just like a pretty simple little black underbust corset, belt corset sort of deal, and then just like a shawl of what looks like, I don't want to say moonlight, but like the evening sky kind of flowing around her shoulders.
Rochelle, it doesn't occur to Rochelle to look at themselves like she's just sort of in the moment, like breathing really heavy, like looking around, trying to take in her surroundings as best as possible. But you see, instead of that like very cute kind of desperately seeking Susan thing that she has going on with like a mix of Susie and the Banshees, you see instead this person that appears a couple of inches taller and broader shouldered, like if Rochelle has like a non-runt version of herself. She has a silken blouse on with kind of a like more of a bishop sleeve, like that overhangs but is close around the wrists, and a brown like underbust corset on there. She looks, the pants are like little leather pants with soft like knee-high boots that are folded down at the tops, that look very sturdy. they look like they're like a blacksmith. She has kind of a handkerchief tied around her head that is the same pattern as the ribbon that she has in the oven.
Lee looked to be this sort of rich, almost clay-like material now. Almost as if he's like partially like a puppet, almost like a clay puppet. And on the top of his head, he no longer has a beanie. He has like a full, like almost like a spider plant growing out of his head, and it becomes like these long locks down into like that turns into like a braid. And he has this capelet leaf on, and on kind of the joint ends where there's kind of those gaps on the kind of marionette of Flea, there are little growths of mushrooms, as if it were like a tree.
After that? No, it's beautiful. I'm like, oh God. So standing before you, it's the same woman. However, instead of this like slick, like almost utilitarian haircut, it's blonde and curly and kind of boisterous. And there's a set of wire jewelry, elven ears that sit on her ears, but almost seem like it's pierced in, like they're connected, something that's permanent jewelry, rather than the, wearing what's comfortable, wearing what's available. You see more flowing sleeves and belts. And rather than like the more modest look that she has, here it's a lot more comfortable in her own skin, where she's wearing something low cut, and almost rather than trying to hide from the world that she was in before, she's very comfortable in the world she is in now and with herself. And instead of a cross, and I will fully give this to you on what god, but she has an amulet of a different god instead.
Okay. I will say that you have a stag's head amulet.
Love that.
And you are familiar with the church here. So you know that the primary church in Farron is called the Crossed Stag. Their holy symbol is a stag's head emblem. And the leader of the church is Ash Pearson.
Ash Piercing?
Yep. So A-S-H, and then last name is P-E-A-R-S-O-N.
That's the most metal name I've ever heard.
And right as you all settle and take a look around, you recognize Ash's sibling Lee. The rest of you see this person run around the corner, half of a robe on, while the top half is tied around their waist, otherwise wearing fencing gear, and looks directly at you and is like, this is our... The church needs you. And the earth quakes, shaking the building that you're standing in.